Hi guys, this is Jay Clark, and I want to talk about my story. On April 23rd, I had what you call a T-lift and a spinal fusion of L4, L5 with titanium and an allograft, which is basically bone graft to help the healing process. Um, the journey was rough. I'm not really sure when the pain started getting bad because I have a high tolerance for pain. I wrote down my story so I wouldn't forget what I needed to say. Around September 2025, the pain started spiraling really quickly. By November, the pain was radiating regularly down the backs of my legs and then ending up on the bottom of my feet. At some point, my skin on my hips and my calves started hurting to touch. And then I started compensating with a weighted vibrating heating pad and a back massager every night. I was losing sleep, and then when I couldn't bend or twist without experiencing severe pain or weaknesses in my legs, I went to Ortho Indy and I saw Dr. Schwartz. And they did an x-ray the same day, and then they came back and told me that I had what they call spondylolisthesis, which is basically I had a slip disc that was actually pinching my sciatic nerve, which was causing the pain to radiate down my lower back and my legs. I also had it was spinal stenosis and degenerative disc disease. So they sent me to physical therapy for about 6 weeks, which the therapy ended up causing more pain after I had the therapy than it did when I had arrived. Then I got a nerve block in my back, and that lasted about a week and a half. And then the pain came back like with vengeance. So by this time, I could only sit for like 4 hours. And this is all between December, January, February. By February, I was only able to sit and do my sedentary job for 4 hours a day, which caused me to have to use up all my, leave and all of that. And so I had realized that my quality of life had changed tremendously, and I was really kind of getting depressed about the pain. I can handle pain, but I can't handle pain for long periods of time. At that point, it starts becoming, I have no words for it. It was bad. So I went back to the doctor. I talked to my husband, and we decided we were going to go ahead and do the spinal fusion. And so currently I'm about 3 weeks out. I think I have a couple of videos that I did before the surgery. I didn't really feel up to doing any videos after the surgery immediately. So I got a few things to help my recovery. I got a sleep number bed. I have this chair that I'm sitting in. It's a lift chair. It actually vibrates and it's heated. Of course, you can't have heat on your back when you come home from surgery. You can only do ice packs, but I do use the vibrating mechanism on my back. I also got a bidet, a reacher, and soft t-shirt dresses because putting on pants, putting on socks, all that is work. It's not easy, especially when you're an independent person and you're used to doing what you need to do. I did accidentally bend over one day, and I was in the bed for like 3 days because of that one instance where I barely bent over. There was a needle. It was just horrible. The pain was horrible. So when they tell you no bending, no lifting, no twisting, don't do it. It's actually 6 weeks. You cannot bend, lift, or twist. You have to pull your foot up on your knee and put your sock on. Um, and then you can use your reacher to take your socks off. Um, I haven't really been I haven't worn pants since I had the surgery. I take that back. No, I think I have. I think maybe the beginning of the third week, I think I finally was able to put on a pair of pants with the help of my husband. But actually going to the restroom, you need a higher toilet seat. But when we built this house, we actually um, had the gentleman height toilets anyway, because we're all tall. I'm tall, my husband's tall, my girls are tall. So I got a bidet on top of that, and I use my walker to walk. You're going to need a walker. It's not safe to use a cane yet. I can't use the cane yet. You get tired quickly, and you have to build up your energy. So right now, I use my walker, but I also make sure that I am just walking short distances in the house without my walker, just to try to build up my back. You do have what we experience, like back spasms. Oh, they are, and you'll feel it. You'll feel it. Your back will get tight and it'll just start throbbing. We got to get those muscles used to moving around again. And so my journey, I had to, my doctor wanted me to lose a little bit of weight, and I did that. I definitely use a GLP-1, what is it, Zepbound. It helped me get rid of about 20 pounds, which was good, because you don't want to be carrying around extra weight. It's just extra on your back. So recovery has been interesting and slow. The first night I was home was rough. I think they discharged me too early. We weren't sure. They had just switched my meds, and we weren't sure that medicine was going to work. The nurses, the first shift nurses were very kind. The second shift, okay, I'm gonna leave that one alone. Very matter of fact, very blunt, very loud. So I don't know what that was all about, but when you have a person, bedside manner means everything. So I ended up opting to go ahead and go home, even though I didn't think it was wise to go home. They discharged me to go home, and getting in and out of the car was a challenge. We were in rush hour traffic, which meant we had to take the road home. I have an SUV. We rode in an SUV. The roads in Indiana are horrible. And so it was very painful coming home. So by the time I got home, I didn't even look at my discharge papers. I didn't know when I was supposed to take my meds. I got in the bed. I was exhausted. I took one pain pill, or maybe two, but I didn't take the muscle relaxer. So I think I got home around 6. I woke up about 11 or 12 a.m., 11 p.m., 12 a.m., between that time. And I literally, my back was throbbing. My muscles were spazzing. I was in so much pain. I cried all the way. I had to use the restroom. Cried all the way to the restroom. Cried while I was sitting on the toilet. Cried while I walked. They said if you walk, it'll take some of the pressure away to help you heal. I walked. I cried. It was horrible. I know my husband, he didn't know what to do. It was horrible. So, needless to say, I did not miss my meds anymore. I set an alarm every 6 hours. I took 2 Percocets and a muscle relaxer together, tizanidine. It helped me sleep, and especially the pain sitting or sleeping in the bed, Even though I have a sleep number bed, you know, you can angle it a little bit and it'll help, but it was still painful. So turning that log roll, having somebody, you know, try to put a pillow between your legs and trying to keep your spine aligned as you're rolling was very painful. Um, it was very painful. I can turn over now, and it's not as bad. Um, Last Thursday was my 3 week. Um, yeah, it was 3 weeks. So this is Sunday, May 17th. So the day before I turned 3 weeks, I went in for my follow up and they took my stitches out. And when I say I like to call on Jesus, it was the most painful experience. I wasn't expecting. I had no idea that was what I was going in for. That was enough. But I'm glad I did get it out. She was, it's just been, like I said, oh, and I did get a shower chair as well. So I get in the shower and I sit on the chair and I'm able to like just use the shower head, just, you know, one of those. Having a shower head that you can move around is definitely something that you're going to need. We already had that. So that was good. Other things, struggle with cabin fever, tired of being in the house, feel like a little kid looking out the window like, I want to go somewhere, anywhere. I'm extroverted. I recharge with people. Being home in a quiet place where, you know, my husband and my daughters, they all work during the day. So it is me. And so it's been lonely, definitely, but also time to reevaluate things, goals, and things that I want to do. Journaling, I've done all of that. Listening to my body, especially the body that I had ignored so long, was also a interesting experience. And so just learning how to get along and get through uh, this healing process. There's no bending, no lifting, no twisting for the first 6 weeks of this. And 6 weeks would be June 4th, will be my 6th week. I can't sit for more than 30 minutes to an hour at a time. They don't want you sitting. It's a lot of pressure on your back, your lower back, where they did the surgery. So you have to get up and you have to move around. I have yet to get to go outside and just kind of walk on my cul-de-sac or whatever. I have gone 2 places and I was worn out. You got to build your energy back up. You got to get back on the horse. This has been a tremendous experience. And I also found out that I have an L6. So I'm one of the few people in the world that has a L6 in my spine. So there are some people who have L4s and no L5s, and then you have people who have L6s, and that is the number of spine, the bones between after your rib cage. So that was interesting. I love to learn more about that. But for now, this is Lady J. I had a spinal fusion of the L4, L5 due to degenerative disc disease, spondylolisthesis, and spinal stenosis. And I am in my 3rd week. This is about 3.5 weeks out from surgery. I am recovering. I'm sleeping a little better. The pain that I had before surgery is definitely gone. I don't have the pain going down the backs of my legs. This is a different kind of pain. My stitches, they took the stitches out. They're itching a little bit now, which I was told that, if you itch, it's just signs that you're healing. So I'm looking forward to that. There's no submerging of your wounds until they're completely healed. So we'll have to check on that again, I guess, in a couple of more weeks to see how that's going and if I can get back to, um, you know, taking baths or whatever. Other than that, um, the no bending, no twisting, no lifting. You have to keep your shoulders, your hips, and your knees in the same direction at all times, is what I was told. So I will check back in with you all with an update again real soon. Thank you again and have a great day.